Hello, children. I hope you all are doing good. Now, today
Yes.
I'm going to cover two important topics in topographical map. One is directions and slope of land. Okay, children. Now, usually students confuse themselves with both these topics, and that this is these are the two topics where they make mistakes. So, I have a presentation for you to make both the concepts clear for you. So, understanding directions and slope of land. So basically, the four main directions, as you can see on your screen: north, south, the right side is east, and the left hand part is west. Now, a direction in between north and east is northeast, south and east is southeast, and so on. So the four main directions are north, south, east, and west, and the sub directions are northeast, southeast, southwest, and northwest. Now, what do you mean by slope of land? That is the next topic, children. Now, when I talk about slope of land, I actually mean it is the gradient or the incline of the land. That is, what is the inclination of the land? Okay, now slope of land, it can be steep also or a gentle slope also. Okay, children. Now, in a steep slope, the contours are actually close, they are closely packed, right? And in a gentle slope, the contours are far apart. So here you can see I have two pics for you, children, on your screen. The right hand side pic, you can see the left hand, the one with where I have put pic, you can see the contours are closely arranged. Okay. But on the other one, just this one, children, the other one which is on the left hand side, you can see the contours are spaced out, isn't it? So a spaced out contour tells you that the slope is gentle, and if the contours are compactly arranged close by, it is steep slope. Similarly, the diagram which is on the left shows the same. Okay, just I have circled it, children, how the contours are close by to show the steepness, and then how they are far apart to show the slope is gentle slope. You have learnt in physics also, children, it is easier to climb a gentle slope than a steep slope, isn't it? Okay, so I have a video for you over here to make both these concepts a little more clear, children. I hope this video is going to help you in understanding both the topics better. So here I have a video for you. Okay, children, so today I'm going to teach you about directions. Now you can see I have already labeled it as north, south, right hand side is east, left hand side is west. Now suppose when you are facing the map, that means you are looking at the map, your head, that means the upper part will be north, your foot, that will be south, your right hand is the east, and your left hand is the west. So usually students confuse directions, so I thought I should teach you all this one. Now, these are the four main directions. You have sub directions also. Like suppose, first of all, you divide the whole map into four quarters. That means one line running from north to south, the other line from west to east. So when I divide the map into four equal parts, this becomes this becomes your first quarter of the map, because I am dividing the map into four parts. One line running from west to east, one north to south. So now my map is into four parts. First quarter, second, answer will be it is in the northeast direction. How, children? Because this settlement is on the upper half of the map, that means north, and it is on towards your right hand side. So it is northeast. Now suppose I ask you, in which direction is settlement Khara? Settlement Khara is here, children. Now you can see settlement Khara is again on the upper half of the map. That means above this line. The line which joins east to west is above. This part is northern. The one that is below is south. So it's above this line, so north. Now when you are facing the map, I told you your left hand side. So if you are facing the map, this settlement Khara is on towards your left hand side. So settlement Khara is towards the northwest part of the map. Now usually council asks questions like this. What is the direction of settlement Khara? Children, here is settlement Khara. What is the direction of settlement Khara from Karja? So Karja is here, which means you have to imagine you are standing at Karja. So if you are standing here facing the settlement, Khara is on the upper side, that means towards your head. So it's on the upper part of this. Khara is here, Karja is here. So where is Khara? If you are standing there, it is on the upper half of the map, so north, and it's on the left hand side. So if you are facing Karja, this particular place is on the northwest part. Similarly, if I ask you another question, children, what is the direction of Rampura? What is the direction of Rampura from settlement Karja? Settlement Karja is there, children. So what is the direction of Rampura from Karja? So as I told you, imagine you are standing at Karja, facing Karja. Now this particular place, Rampura, is on the second part. That means it's below this line. And I told you when it is below this line, it is southern part. Right? And it is towards your west. Towards your left hand side. Because when you are facing Karja, this is right hand is east, your left hand is west. So since it is at the lower half of the map, south, and it is on the left hand side, Rampura is on the left hand side. So the direction of Rampura from Karja is southwest. So I hope, children, it's almost your doubt is clear. Now the other important topic which I wish to cover up today is how do you identify the slope of land? What do I mean by that? Slope of land means in this map, which part of the map is at a higher region and which is the lower region. Now for that, children, first of all, your work has become very easy because you can see there's a river flowing over there. You have the main river, which is the Banas river, the Balram Nadi, which is a tributary of Banas river, joining it. Now this main river, first you find out what is the direction of Banas river. Now how do you find out? Right? How do you know the river is flowing from northeast to southwest? You need to find out. So there are few key points which you need to keep in your mind. The first one is, children, you know what are spot heights. Spot heights are height of a place above the sea level. Now how do they feature in a survey sheet? Spot heights are usually shown with a dot, and adjacent to it you will find a number. Now you can see there's a spot height over here, black dot with a number 192, right? And further down when you see, children, there is a number over there, spot height, a dot, number 180. Now what does this suggest? That's a higher region. Height of a place above the sea level is there, 192 meters. This is 180. So that is a higher region, this is a lower region. Well, there is one more clue which I'll give you which suggests that is a higher region. Can you see on the sides of the river? On the sides of the river, there are numbers featuring like this. 13R. In a survey sheet, 13R. R means meter, relative height. So it is always expressed in meters. So this region, that means the river bank, if this is a river, the sides of the river are known as river bank. The river bank, the relative height of the river bank is 13 meters. This is that 13 meters height. That is, you can see there is one more relative height shown over here, which is 8R. So if this is 13R and that is 8R, we come to know that this is a higher region. First of all, what heights you have identified, which keeps decreasing from northeast, moving down southwest. Since you know the directions, so this is northeastern part of the map, going down. So south and towards the left, so southwest. So if first reason is the spot heights values are decreasing, 192, 180. Then you have the relative height value of which is given is also decreasing this way. That means this is a higher region and that is a low region. Clear, children? So these two tell us that the slope of land, this is a higher region and that is a low region. The land, the slope of land is from, since it is on the upper part of the map, you can divide the map like this now, children. This way. So this is on the upper half. So north, and since it's on the right side, when you're facing the map, this is on the right hand side. So the slope of land is northeast, and since it's moving down, southwest. So if I ask you the question, in which direction is river Banas flowing? So river Banas is flowing from northeast, moving towards southwest. Now, an important topic which is very closely connected to this is, children, usually questions are asked like this. Once you have identified the slope of land and thereby you have identified the direction in which the river is flowing, it becomes very easy to find out which is the right bank of the river and which is the left bank of the river. Now, since you have identified Banas river is flowing from northeast to southwest, imagine you are standing at the source of the river. Source of the river means from where the river begins. So that means when I am standing at the source of the river means from where the river begins. If I am facing the river, my right hand, when I am facing the river, my right hand will be the right bank of the river. And the left hand, my left hand will be the left bank of the river. So in that connection, children, you can see settlement Karja is on the right bank of river Banas. Again, I repeat, if I am facing the map, I assume I am standing at the source of the map. My right hand is the right bank of Banas river and my left hand is the left bank. Simple. So, settlement Karja is on the right bank of Banas river, whereas settlement Rampura, if I am standing at the source, this will be my left bank. Settlement Rampura is on the left bank of the river. Clear, children? Now, in this map, you can see one more thing. You can see there is a tributary. Actually, Balram Nadi is tributary of Banas river. Now, this Balram Nadi is joining the main river, Banas river. Now, the direction of this Balram Nadi also, children, you need to identify from which direction it is flowing. Can you see over here, it's written 11R. That means the relative height of this Balram Nadi, the bank of Balram Nadi is at 11 meters height. This is the height which is given over here, which again tells you this is a higher region and the river is joining. This is a higher region and that is the lower region. That means this is the source. So what happens? this river is joining Balram Nadi. If I ask you the question, from which bank is Balram Nadi joining the Banas river? Right? So again you have to imagine you are standing at the source of. Source means from where the river begins, or you have to stand at the higher altitude or from where the river begins. When you stand on that spot at the source, you can find that Balram Nadi is joining Banas river from the left bank. So your answer will be Balram Nadi is joining the Banas river from the left bank. Clear, children? Now see this settlement Antroli. If I ask you, Antroli is on which bank of? Suppose Balram Nadi. So similarly, you have to go and stand at the source of Balram Nadi. Balram Nadi is flowing in this direction. So I can say Antroli is on the left bank of Balram Nadi. Because if I am facing the map, my right hand is the right bank, my left hand is the left bank. So Antroli is on the left bank of Balram Nadi. This settlement, it's not a very prominent settlement, children, so it's not named over here. Now this particular settlement, since this is a source, right side, this is the right bank, so this settlement, we can call it settlement A, is on the right bank of Balram Nadi. But if I take this, if I ask you, this particular settlement, settlement A, just an imaginary name I have given, this settlement is on which bank of Banas river? So in this case, this is a source, children. So this will be on the left bank of Banas river. Right? Now these are all several different kinds of symbols which you are already aware of. Now can you see? Okay, children, so I hope almost you have understood what is slope of land, but just as an added, I want you all to get an added advantage to know or understand slope of land. I have actually composed a song for you all. Okay, this song has to be sung to the tune of Mary Had a Little Lamb. Okay, so the song here is, children, it's like this. How to judge the slope of land. Okay, just now I told you all how to judge the slope of land. That means from which direction it is, which is a higher level and which is at a lower level. So the song is like this, children. How to judge the slope of land, slope of land, slope of land. How to judge the slope of land when a river is flowing through. That means in your survey map, if there is a river, it's very easy to locate. It's very easy to find out the slope of land. So what are you going to do? Here are the 3 clues to assist you, assist you, assist you. Here are the 3 clues to assist you one by one. I'm going to give you 3 clues, okay, to judge the slope of land. What is the first one? Look for an arrow in the river, in the river, in the river. Look for an arrow in the river, pointing the direction to you. But children, in this topographical map, there are 2 rivers, but sorry, the arrow is missing. Okay, in some survey sheets, I have seen arrow in the middle of the river, but sad in this map, it's not there. No problem. So the song goes like this. What if the arrow is missing in the map? Missing in the map, missing in the map. What if the arrow is missing in the map? Then here is the next clue. That means if the arrow is not there, what is the next you will look for? The next clue is spot heights with decreasing value, decreasing value, decreasing value. Spot heights with decreasing value will surely help you. So first one, arrow in the middle of the river, if it is there, very good. If it's not there, you are going to see the spot heights, decreasing value of spot height. Okay, children? Then the song continues, relative height of river bank, river bank, river bank, relative height of river bank is also an evidence for you. This is a third clue. Okay, so relative height of river bank is also telling you, will tell you the slope of land. Okay, children. So once you judge the slope of land, slope of land, slope of land, once you judge the slope of land, direction of a river is known to you, isn't it? So you can so easily judge the slope of land and the direction in which the river is flowing. Okay, children. So I think with all this, your concept must have become very strong now. So now I have a survey map for you all, children. Okay, let me see how much you have learned. Okay, children. So here you can see there are two rivers, isn't it?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
You can, children, if you can zoom it, it will be better, right? So you have the Sipu Nadi. I'll circle it for you all, children. Here is Sipu Nadi, yeah, and the Sukli Nadi. Can you see this, children? There are two rivers, right? Now, the first step, what is the first step I have told you? If I look for an arrow, there's no arrow, I think, right? So what was the second clue? If there's arrow is missing, the second clue you will look for?
Spot height.
Spot heights.
Okay? Very good. So you have to zoom and see, children. I'll circle it for you, children. You can see there's a spot height over here with 254. Can you see that? I have circled it for you, 254. Further down when you come, it is 249. Can you see that? Then next 242. 242 is here. Okay. 242 is there, children, on top. And then 237. 237. Okay. Now, the order in which it is moving down, children, isn't it decreasing value? Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Very good. Now, the third clue. Let's go for the third clue also, children. Let's look for the third clue also. Now, can you see here there is 5R written, relative height of river bank, 5R. Further down, just look for further down. Just go down, children. 3R is also there. I have circled it for you, right? So two clues are there for you. So what does it tell us? The direction of Sipu Nadi is? What is the direction of Sipu Nadi? It's
South.
flowing from where?
From northeast to southwest.
Very good. Right? Now, since you know the direction, let's see how much you know which settlement is on which bank. Okay. Now, before that, children, before that, I have few questions for you. Just see. I'll show you. I'll return back to the survey map. Don't worry. Now, here you have the first question. What is the direction of? Pay attention. Rampura Khera from Makawal. You have to stand at Makawal. Let's get back to this thing. Makawal, Rampura Khera, children, 4 figure I'll give you. 0707 and 4 figure of Makawal, 0604. Now tell me, what is the direction of Rampura Khera from Makawal?
Northeast.
Northeast.
Very good, very good. Next question. What is the direction of Nimbora? Nimbora, see the next question you can see, children. Nimbora 0610 from Mitan 0410. So back to this thing, service sheet. Nimbora, I'll circle it for you, don't worry. Yes, this is Nimbora and this is Mitan. What is the direction of Nimbora from Mitan? From, I've written F for you, F from.
East. Southeast. Southeast.
Is on which side? Yes.
East.
Very good. It is straight, now, children. It's not on the upper or lower half. Just straight. So it's on the right-hand side, east. Simple. Third question. What is the direction of Awara? A-W-A-R-A. Awara is 0109. Four figure of Awara 0109. From Marol 0308. So I'll circle it for you for your convenience. So direction of Awara from Marol. Go and stand at Marol, yes. And look
West.
at Awara,
West.
yes. Just it's straight, no? So on your left-hand side, straight. So it's on the west. Very good, children. Now a few more questions. I'll get back to the questions, children. The second question is, on which bank of Sipu Nadi are the following settlements situated? Okay. Nimbora. Let's see the first one, Nimbora.
Left.
Nimbora is on which bank of Sipu
Left.
Nadi?
Left bank.
Left bank. Very good, children. The next one, Mitan. Mitan is on which bank?
Right.
I'll circle it for
Right.
you.
Right.
Mitan is on the right bank of Sipu Nadi. Very correct. And what about Marol? I'll circle Marol for you.
Left.
Yes, very correct. Very good, children. Now, one last question to you all. You can see Sukli Nadi over here. Sukli Nadi. From which bank of Sipu Nadi does Sukli Nadi join?
Left.
Sukli Nadi is joining Sipu Nadi. Very good. So, Sukli Nadi is joining Sipu Nadi from the left bank. Right, children? So, I think you all have understood it very well. So, you should get full marks in this part of the question. Okay, if there is a question on direction, slope of land, right bank, left bank, what is the direction of the river? I think you all will get full marks over here. Okay, children? Now, I have as a resource, as an additional resource, I have a Tata Class Edge module for you, children. Just watch that.
Do the physical features influence human activities of a region? The relief features of a region determine the land use and human activities in that particular region. For example, agriculture cannot be carried out on steep mountain slopes. However, such slopes can be used as grazing land. Whereas agriculture is carried out extensively on plains. In a topographical map, the relief features are indicated by the contour lines. For example, if there are very few and widely spaced contour lines, it indicates that the region is a plain. In such regions, you may also observe that rivers follow a meandering path. On the other hand, mountainous areas are represented by a large number of closely spaced contour lines. On topographical maps, land use is represented by certain symbols as given in the table. Presence of canals, tanks and tube wells indicate that the land is intensively used for agriculture. Intensive agriculture is also practiced on the floodplains of rivers. Mixed farming is generally practiced on undulating lowlands. Likewise, the drainage pattern also affects land use and human activities. Areas of dendritic drainage are suitable for agriculture. Areas of trellised drainage are unsuitable for agriculture.
Okay, children. So, I hope both the concepts are very clear to you. So, I'll end the class, children. Thank you for joining. Have a good day, children. How was it, children? How was it, children?
Nice, teacher.
Very nice. Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes, teacher.
okay. So full marks in
Thank
this
you,
part
teacher.
of the in this part of topographical map, full marks to all of you. Yes,
Yes,
Yes.
teacher.
that's very good. That's
Yes,
very nice.
teacher.
Okay. How was the song, children? I'll send the lyrics to you all. Okay. I have written the song. Okay, I'll send it to you all. Okay,
It was
children.
very, very nice, teacher.
Very nice it was.
Yes,
Did I
teacher.
sing well? Did I sing well, children?
Yes, teacher.
I'll send the lyrics to you all. Okay, children. Okay, children. Bye bye.
Bye, teacher.